Hey there, and welcome to our homeschooling journey. In today's video, I do want to share with you guys the printer that we got with our homeschool charter school funds. I didn't know that our charter school actually let us get a printer up to a certain amount and that it was consumable, meaning that we get to keep it, we don't have to return it, none of that. After doing my research, I ultimately decided to go with this one. This is the Epson EcoTank ET-2988. There are so many different versions of this, but I ultimately decided to go with the one that was going to offer double-sided printing as well as allow me to print from my mobile device, since I do like to open things up and just print from there. The cool thing about this one is that it also has a rear paper input. It does do the whole copy and scan thing, and this is like the whole special edition that comes with like a bonus ink bottle, so I'm hoping it's actually included in here. It also says that the replacement ink includes enough ink to print up to 8,500 pages of just black papers and then 6,500 pages of colored. So I am hoping it holds up to everything that it's supposed to offer. I did see that I'm like not the only mom that's like getting all their school supplies. I'm like really excited to see what everyone else is gonna get. This is the first order that I actually made with our homeschool funds, and it's the first one that got here. Today I actually got a few more things, but I got this one a few days ago, but I'm like, I think today's the right day and time to just like open this up. Of course, I decided to set this up backwards, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just flip it over so I can read the directions and make sure I'm doing everything right. Don't mind me just throwing everything in the back. I literally just got done cleaning the playroom, so I feel like I have a right to make my own mess in here. Let's see this. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be needed. Throw this back there. Oh my gosh. I'm honestly debating on whether or not I want to throw the box in front of me or behind me. Okay, good thing I didn't throw the box yet because there's all this stuff down here. We got the connector as well as all the little ink bottles, and it wasn't lying. There is like an extra black bottle up in here. I'm actually really excited to see what this is like all about. I even wonder like if I'm able to use these to even like refill some of my other little containers. I probably shouldn't do that. I should just keep it all in here. We'll see. I'm going to follow the directions. I'm not going to DIY anything. I'm just going to follow the directions and see what it tells me to do. I feel like this time of the year is always like Christmas for me. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around that way you guys can like see how it looks like before I start doing all like the crazy unwrapping things. I'm just gonna start pulling things off. I don't think that should be an issue if I just start there. Before I start messing with it, I think I should probably read the directions because I get like really excited and I like to just like go through everything, just figure it out myself. But it's new, it's cute, I don't want to mess it up, and it's an investment, so I gotta make sure that it lasts. Okay, well, good thing I didn't start opening all the little ink bottles because it says the ink bottles are vacuum packed to maintain reliability. So the fact that we have that extra ink bottle, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not even gonna unwrap it. Oh, it says I gotta pop this up. Okay. And then lift it. Ooh, okay. It says to close the scanner unit, lift the scanner unit slightly, then lower it until it stops. Let me. Ah, okay. I see. Wait. It ain't doing it. Oh, okay. It did it. Okay. I see how it is. Next, we're going to connect the power cord to the back of the product into an electrical outlet. So let me go ahead and do that. It is vacuum sealed, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. That looks really cool in there. So that's how it looks like when you do open it up, which is going to be really simple and helpful for when we're putting everything in. You guys see that it's starting to fill up? I think we did that right. So up next is going to be the blue. And the last one. Okay, cool. So now that we have everything filled up, I just want to make sure that everything is closed properly. I'm going to go ahead and close the ink tank cover, and then I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on. I don't want to set it up with my mobile device, so I'm just going to go ahead and say no. It does say that when the message to see the Start Here sheet appears on the screen, to press and hold the help button for 5 seconds. So oh my gosh, see, this is why following and reading directions is so important. I'm over here pressing OK, and now when it's this little symbol I'm supposed to be pressing, it says do not turn off the power until it's complete, and it's going to take about 11 minutes. And it does say once the initial setup of the printer is complete, then we can top off the ink tanks with any remaining ink. And it does look like I do have some ink left, so we're going to go ahead and do that after. Okay, so it looks like the 11 minutes are up and everything is complete. So let's go ahead and press OK. Adjust to the print quality for the paper used. I am going to be using the Amazon Basics 20-pound paper. This is just like my go-to paper. If I wanted to print anything like on heavier paper, this and that, I'd probably get the ones that are above the 20 pounds. But this is just like the standard printing paper that I've been using for years. Did I take too long? Why did it turn off? Oh my gosh, okay, it scared me. Okay, so let's add the paper. Okay, so it is telling me to just lift this up a little bit and then to just pull, is it this one out? I think it's this one. And then put it at an angle. It is telling me to spread these apart. That way I can adjust my paper size. And let me see. I'm just gonna get a little bit of paper at a time. Probably add more. It says previous settings, letter, plain paper. Yes, this is letter paper. Confirm. Adjust to the optimum print. We already know about that. So let's go ahead and start. This is going to have you adjust later, and this one is going to have you start. So let's go ahead and start. Oh, that's fancy. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. It says place the alignment pattern on the scanner. So it wants me to put this on the scanner now. Okay, I see. Drop it in this way. It does have you line it up right here in this little corner. So let's see what happens. Okay, it says for okay to do the how to. This is going to be cancel, and this one's going to say start scanning. Okay, so it says the adjustment is complete. Changes are reflected the next time you print. If print quality does not improve, try print head alignment. And we're done. All right, so right here it says copy, scan to computer. I love using this little feature for like having to turn anything into our homeschool teacher. I don't know what that is. Quiet mode. Ooh, okay, how do we turn quiet mode on? Because yes, I want quiet mode. Oh yeah, we're gonna have quiet mode on automatically. That one gets changed right now. We have our settings, our help, maintenance, print failure, paper source, so there's a letter, Wi-Fi setup, and store output tray. Okay, seems pretty simple. What's up with the settings? Oh, you have maintenance, printer, setup. Okay, lots of little different things here. Okay, cool. I think this is all set up and good to go. I'm definitely going to go ahead and print some of our unit studies, and I'll show you guys how that looks like when I'm all done. It does say that I'm able to top it off once everything's done, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you guys see here, it had it filled all the way up to the top, and then it went down to that line. It does say don't go below that line because then things are just going to go wrong. So that's where it's at. So I'm going to see what it looks like once I put in the rest of it, because it does seem to have a little bit left. As you can see, there was enough to go ahead and fill it back up to the top, so that's good. I was kind of worried that we weren't going to start back at the beginning, but the one that I got does have an extra one of these, so I definitely go through the black ink a lot more than the color, so this is definitely going to be very useful knowing that I have an extra one as backup. So far, I've only printed like a handful of things. I did go ahead and use the 20-pound paper. So when I printed this double-sided, you are able to see everything kind of like from the back end of things. So this is something that I didn't mind this happening. I know this printer paper does this because I printed things front and back with my other printer. But if you are looking to not have it kind of be seen like that, I would definitely invest in like heavier paper. This I'm actually going to use as like our answer key. It is the Build Your Library level 2. It's like at the very back end. It gives you that activity pages, the maps and everything. And just to make things like easier for me this year, I am just going to go ahead and use this as like an answer key where I'm already going to have like the answers ready to go just to like save time, so you can like see it here. You can see it front and back, but I don't mind for the answer key and stuff like that to be like this. Something else that I did print was Teach Your Child How to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, the lesson progress chart. You can go ahead and find this online in case you want something like this. I forgot where I found it, but I know I found it online. This one, I was already able to tell. It was like the first thing I printed. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to show on the other side just because it's like the cheapest paper that I buy. But once I do kind of like print everything and print all the unit studies and everything, I'll definitely let you guys know what paper weight I decided to use. That way you don't go ahead and see everything in the back. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them down below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.